addition to welcoming you to this mayoral forum, I would like to also offer an invitation to you to two other events. Our Lincoln dinner is next Tuesday evening, featuring both Congressman Mike Pence and Marlon Stutzman. And then 2 weeks from yesterday will be our primary election night celebration. The public is invited. We're going to have free food and refreshments at Cerruti's. Plus, we'll have real-time online election results on big screen TVs throughout the Cerruti's facilities. It's open to the public. It's free to all of our Republican family. I don't need to say at the end here to make sure you vote Republican on Election Day, and I will reinforce the belief in what our party stands for and the great quality of candidates that we have running for mayor this evening as you listen for the next 90 minutes to each of them tell you about their vision for the city of Fort Wayne. I also want to thank several of the groups that helped sponsor this evening's event. This was put together by our membership committee, which is chaired by Brandon Seifert. I will introduce him in a moment. But we have invigorated ancillary organizations that take great pride in the Republican philosophy and are learning more about politics even at a younger age. They are the Allen County GOP Teenage Republicans, the Allen County GOP Young Republicans, the Allen County College Republicans, and ladies, I'm going to throw you in at a younger age, the Allen County GOP Republican women also. They're involved in this evening, and we thank all of them for their efforts. With that, I will turn the microphone over to the chairman of the Allen County GOP Membership Committee, Brandon Seifert, who will introduce our moderator this evening.
And I'd like to follow up with Steve's comment. I'd also like to thank everybody who came on tonight to hear these 5 great candidates with their answers and how they could improve and better Fort Wayne for the future. And if you haven't had a chance yet, after the forum, please take some time and look at the different tables that we have out there. I'm sure we have 1 or 2 tables that might suit your needs and what you'd like to do for the future for Allen County and for the Republican Party. And so with that, I'd like to introduce Mr. Pat Miller as our moderator tonight.
Thank you, Brandon. Good evening, everybody. Let me just tell you real briefly the format that we're going to use this evening. And we appreciate the great work that a lot of people have done in setting this up and having this great forum all put together. What we're going to do is we have our panelists over there to your far right, and of course they represent different media outlets. We'll introduce them in a minute. They will, in alphabetical order, ask questions of the candidates by alphabetical order. Each question when they're asked a candidate, for example, in a few moments, we'll start with Liz Brown, because we don't have anybody running with the last name of Andrews. So she'll be our first one. And when she gets her question, she'll have 2 minutes to answer. And then the other candidates in alphabetical order, if they choose to, may also answer or rebut, however you view it, the question she was asked. She will answer in 2 minutes. They'll each have 1 minute. Then we'll move to the next questioner and the next candidate. And then we'll do that until we've gone all the way through the candidates. They've each received a 2-minute question, and everybody else has had a minute to respond. We'll take a brief pause at that moment, reflect, make sure we're all still in the room. We'll wind it up, and we'll do a second round all over again. Now, on either end of that, at the start, in a few moments, we'll have a 2-minute opening statement done by each candidate. At the end of the evening, before Steve Shine comes up to thank you for the evening, we'll have a 2-minute closing by each one of the candidates. So by the time we leave here, hopefully we will all have a good idea of who reflects the ideas that we want to see expressed in the office of the mayor of Fort Wayne. I do know this: Fort Wayne will be far better off when we are represented in the mayor's office with one of these fine people rather than I would ask you right now to do what I just did. Make sure your cell phone is turned off so that each one of the candidates is treated fairly. I know that your wife needs to know that when you're coming home, and she'll have a list for you of eggs, bread, and milk. When you leave, call her to find out what she needs so that we don't interrupt the candidates. We will also have a clock, which will be up there in the upper reaches, and it's going to be manned by none other than Mitch Harper. We always allow him to do that because he's excellent at it and he owns the clock. And by the way, Candace, I don't know if you know this or not, but if you go over, Mitch, who normally is very mild-mannered, can become extremely mean. You'll watch that, and if you'll notice, candidates, it's a digital clock, and it will count from 0 up to your allotted time. That will be for the 2-minute answers and the 1-minute rebuttals. And so we have that going on. And again, I would encourage you, and Steve Shine did, to make sure that you clear the next 2 Tuesdays in your calendars. The Lincoln Day dinner is always an amazing night, and I have a funny feeling that the Tuesday after that will be a great celebration night for Republicans here in Fort Wayne and Allen County, so we look forward to you being there. Let's meet our panelists. First of all, over to your far right, representing WPTA TV, please welcome Ryan Elijah. From the News Sentinel, we have representing them tonight, a good conservative who writes very much on behalf of our town and on behalf of our thoughts and views, Mr. Kevin Leininger. From Wayne TV, Channel 15, please welcome Mark Mellinger. And representing the Journal Gazette tonight is Stacey Stumpf. Stacey, thank you. Now let's meet our candidates. I'll introduce them in order. You may applaud for them as we go around, and we'll do that, and then we will come back to them, and they can start their 2-minute introductory comments. First of all, in alphabetical order, we have Ms. Liz Brown tonight. Next to her, Eric Doden. In the center chair, Paula Hughes. Fred Osheskie is next. And please welcome Terrence Walker. These are, in fact, our 5 Republican candidates for mayor, and as I said, any of the 5 will be a tremendous step up from where we find ourselves currently. But let's pay attention. Let's make sure that we find a candidate that resonates with you and speaks your heart and mind as we move forward. These are important days. 2 weeks from now is a very important time, so let's listen to our candidates tonight. We now begin with the 2-minute opening comments. The clock will start, and we begin alphabetically with